Tracy, we both were blown away by your talk. It was absolutely amazing. And you must be one of the most charismatic people on the whole planet.
Oh my gosh.
I am totally in awe and honored to meet you. Really am. And because my topic and my subject is charisma, and you are so charismatic, I thought I just have to ask you, do you know that you're so charismatic?
No, I don't think. I think you rumble through and it ends up just being there.
Right.
I think I'm really lucky. Right?
Well, tell us about that.
Well, I think it was because I was born without my legs. I forgot to tell you all that on stage. I was born this way. They don't know why. And so I had to get out there. Like if I wanted to play with the other kids, I had to get a way to get there. And you can see that people like look at you with their eyes open and scared. So I learned really, really, really young how to make other people feel comfortable. And it's not complicated. It's you look them in the eye, you smile, and you say hi. Right? That's the secret. Right? It's just, but they're so scared at first.
Yeah.
And so I'm apologizing. I'm like really distracted by all of the fun chaos around us. It's amazing.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Is it like all these squeals and it's really, really fun. It's such a great atmosphere.
Absolutely beautiful.
When I went to kindergarten, they were saying that I wasn't allowed. And all the kids on my street were going to that school, so I wanted to go to that school. And we asked how come, and they said, well, you got to be able to go to the washroom by yourself and get dressed by yourself. And there's 30 kids and one teacher. There weren't educational assistants when I was in school.
Right.
And so, but my mom knew I could do that. But of course, they didn't imagine how is that possible.
Yeah.
She had to be realistic. So it was sort of like the first time somebody said no in a big way.
Yeah.
And it's not about no. I love that they taught us today no is spelled K-N-O-W. They just didn't know when they said no. I need to know more.
Yeah.
So Mom kind of counter-offered, and she said, well, how about just 1 week? And if it doesn't work, well, then we'll consider another school.
Yeah.
So that first day, it was going to be super important that I got outside for recess. I never got outside. And the principal was waiting, and I never got there. So after class, the principal and my mom came over to find out what happened. Mom's like, Tracy, did you get outside? And I looked down at my feet, and I'm like, no, Mom. And the principal answered for me. And he said she didn't get outside. So my mom's like, this makes no sense. So she stomped on over to the teacher to find out what happened. And they said, didn't Tracy tie her shoelaces? How come she wasn't outside? She said, oh, Tracy was the first one ready to be outside. She said, but her little friend couldn't tie her shoelaces. And she said, well, Tracy tied her shoelaces. Well, none of the kids could tie their shoelaces.
So you were tying their shoelaces for them?
And it took me 15 minutes to do everybody's shoelaces. And by then, the recess was over.
Wow.
But, it's like I was the only one in the class without hands.
Yeah.
How come I was the only one that had to be able to tie my shoelaces to be there?
What an amazing story that is.
But you talk about, like, when you get no and the boundaries, it seems so realistic. It makes sense. How does one teacher take care of me?
Yeah. Yeah.
But she doesn't have to take care of me. And none of the kids could tie their shoelaces.
Amazing.
So when people say no and be realistic, it's because they don't see that it's possible. You just have to believe no matter what, it's possible.
Yeah.
And then you make it work.
Yeah, that's a totally amazing story.
Yes.
And I've often asked people if they can think of a charismatic person in their life that has affected them. But the way I see you've probably been the one to affect everybody else.
Yeah.
But has there been somebody that's influenced, some charismatic person that's influenced you?
Well, Magnus Lidgdahl was pretty charismatic when I met him later in life.
Yeah.
As an adult, between jobs and finished school and sort of not in the sport world now, and I'm supposed to be in the grown-up entrepreneur business world.
Yeah.
And Magnus's charisma brought me back to life and found my Unstoppable Tracy all over again. It was pretty great.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And you just put this in my hand, which I think I just have to show the camera. And I'm certainly going to go get it because this is an amazing story that you have to tell.
It's free.
And
anybody can put their email in and get a downloadable version of it.
I will because I want to know more.
Oh.
And I do so hope that you're going to continue inspiring people to be unstoppable.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for taking the time.
So I'm just starting to pick up pieces of
My spectacular side.